We are live here at MAGE 2023. Thanks to Iowa Western. We greatly appreciate you having us out here. I'm a host here of Wired Axess Podcast, a part of Wired Sports, and I'm DJ K-Double. To my left, we have the Northwestern College Director of Esports, Cole Prescott. Cole, thanks for joining us. And, of course, I still have the podcast, Game T Podcast, Czar and JP hanging out with me because they add some little bit of twist and get a little bit deeper into the conversation of games with our guests. Cole, the number one thing that I have to ask, how long have you been playing games, and what does it now feel to be coaching the games?
Yeah, so I've been playing games since I was a little kid. You know, the earliest memories I have are going to family's video on our birthdays, running Nintendo 64, taking that home for the weekend, playing Smash Bros. With my brothers and sisters. So that's kind of my origin story with gaming. But so ever since I was little, man, what does it feel like to coach now? I always tell people it's the dream job I never knew existed or that I would want. You know, I went to college for computer science and worked in IT, and then had this opportunity. It's just been a blast to get to coach and work with these students. I love helping them realize their dreams, realize their potential. I love it. It's just a blast.
I love that answer. That's such a good answer. So has there been any challenges with trying to build up your esports program?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say one of the biggest, or two of the biggest, the first would be like understanding from, for admins and stakeholders from the wider community, in one city and at Northwestern College, like, okay, what is this? How does this work? What do you mean video game?
What's our benefit, right?
Right.
Always, what's our benefit?
Yeah, how does this help the college? How does this help the students? So just building up that understanding has been definitely a challenge. So people just don't know that, right? Like, especially people above their 40s who tend to be the people in leadership. But I've got some great admins. We've had awesome conversations. We've come a long way in that, like, understanding. We're kind of through those conversations. It's awesome. The second, just being awareness, like the newness of collegiate esports and of high school esports. Just people don't know that it's an option. Every kid that plays football knows that college football exists. Every kid that plays volleyball knows that volleyball exists, right? But like, every kid that plays video games, they don't necessarily know, hey, I could go play at a college.
Well, and that starts with the parents. So, and that's what we're hoping to get across. That's why I wanted to bring back Wired Sports, because this is the second time they've been here. Dylan was here, or Czar was here the last time that they were here, is the awareness. Because if you can get one parent to understand, and I'm a parent of 4, to understand that the gamer in your household doesn't make him bad, that's his love. So I greatly appreciate you having that main word as number 2 is awareness. It's trying to set it in so people can realize that there's a community for it. There's a reason your kid is involved in that. And I interviewed earlier a head coach from Highland in Kansas, and one of the things that he said he's deaf. So when he was going through high school, he was getting made fun of. Or else if he played a sport, he's not hearing the whistle, but he's getting penalized because he's going past the whistle. This gives them that platform so they can enjoy what they love.
That's so true. The word of the weekend is awareness.
That's good stuff. All right, Cole, so just from the short conversations we've had with each other, I can tell that you're extraordinarily passionate about your position, extraordinarily passionate about the kids that you coach. So be a little selfish for a moment and be honest. What just has been like the greatest benefit to yourself or pleasure that you've taken out of your role as director of esports?
That's such a great question. I mean, I'm a diehard competitor. I love competition. I played high school football all through, elementary through high school. I've always loved being the best, beating out my brothers in video games growing up. It's like in college, there was a group of us, we played Age of Empires tournaments every couple weekends or every year. We would hold one at the college. I won all 3 at Northwestern when I was there. Just that competitor in me just loves the chance to continue to be part of the team, even though I'm not the one, in the game, but getting to contribute to their success, be part of that strategy, part of that coaching that development and going out there. Like, at the end of the day, competition is what ties so many of us to sports and esports, that fire, that drive to win and grow and improve. So it's really gratifying for me as well to push my personal skills now, not as a competitor, but as a coach,
Right on.
Gives me a lot of joy.
I remember when I was playing Wii Mario Kart with my brothers, the competition of Mario Kart would always end with the competition of a fist fight.
Yeah. Or robot controller, right?
Yeah.
Controller.
I have never heard the terms "we" and "competitive" put in the same sentence before.
Well, you can't have one without you, baby. You know.
Have you played Wii bowling, dude? It's no joke. That's no joke.
Better watch out.
It's all the flick of the wrist.
That is correct. Now, Cole, if you don't know, I always have just a crazy question. Always ask all our the people we invite up here. As you probably know, there is always a competition between the PC gamer elitists and the couch gamers that love their consoles.
Yeah.
So I want you to give your opinion. What is better, PC gaming or console gaming?
PC Master Race, baby.
PC Master. All about it. I got it.
I about threw up right there. Sorry, I'm an Xbox guy. It is what it is.
Same.
No.
Xbox for life.
You know, you're not gonna beat me when I'm on the couch in my underwear playing video games, man. Nothing beats it.
It's fair. I mean, my roots are in console, Nintendo, Xbox, but you know, it just is what it is.
Lost it to the
oriented over time. It's true. It's true. It's probably my love of RTS, right? It's like not great on console,
Right.
So I got to give it to PC.
All right, fine.
Yeah. Once you try a PC, you just don't often go back.
It's just true. You got to have the right one, though, right? I mean, because I tried PC and mine just isn't the same.
Did you have the
I got plenty of RGBs.
The RGBs are addicting, man. That's what gets you.
Bringing it back around a little bit.
Yeah.
There are so many competitions and so many great players out there. What do you hope to see as the next esport game?
It's the next esport game. I mean, selfishly, from a personal love standpoint, I would love to see Age of Empires 2 see a resurgence. My first love. As far as up-and-coming games, I don't know. Like, there's so many new things coming out there. So I think RTS in general is just very watchable. You know, that's why I think Rocket League is such a great esport. It's so digestible, even if you're not super familiar with the game. I mean, call in net, right? It doesn't get a lot simpler for non-game. Right. So it'd be cool if you have something similar to that that's very digestible come along. But as far as the next big esport, yeah, that's the best I got there. Yeah.
We're waiting for competitive Stardew Valley to become a thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
A little bit of yell from the crowd. All right, we're going to get Northwestern College Director of Esports, Cole Prescott, out on this. Cole, when and how do you get back to your reality of being able to game when you're trying to be the coach and still be the family guy?
Yeah, honestly, right now it's, having 2 kids now and pouring my heart and energy into these guys in this program. It's not so much, summertime a little bit, right? When the students are back home, got a little more flexibility. That's when I'll hop on and play some Age of Empires on the weekends with my old college buddies, remind them, hey, who's the GOAT? Who dominates in our lobbies? But that's about the time that I find with those guys. But during the school year, it's pretty hot and heavy with the program and the competitions brackets we got going on. So that's the space and time I find, yeah.
Once again, we're here live, MAGE 2023. We have Zara and JP of the Game T Podcast. I'm DJ K-Double on Wired Axess Podcast. We greatly appreciate you tuning in.